Your teams have strengths, your teams have weaknesses, and you identify those as soon as you can, and the smart coaches try to work through that stuff. We identified depth back in June with this roster. So volleyball is a rough sport physically. If you play it the right way, it takes its toll, and we're in that stretch of season right now. 14, 15 matches into it, we have some injuries, we have some kids that have to come off the bench and produce, which they did tonight. But I do consider it a strength of this team, our depth and the kids' ability to jump in and contribute when they need to.
And a benefit too, moving forward, I assume that when you get down the road, if there is an injury, if there is a girl who's missing for a postseason run, these other girls have kind of stepped in and had some experience,
right.
At this level.
Well, yeah, and it's not something we don't address. It is something we address every single day. Our scrimmage situations, we address injuries. They're all sequences and they're all scenarios that are played out in our gym when it doesn't matter. So, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's postseason, I think we're ready and we're thankful that we're deep. But yeah, we're ready for situations like tonight.
Match tonight, you guys go out against Milwaukee Area Technical College. A little shaky off the start in the opening set. I think it was 25-20.
Yep.
And then the next two sets kind of really settled in. What was the difference just between, I guess, set one and set two in terms of the girls settling down?
New lineup. Essentially, that's exactly what it was. We had two kids playing out of position tonight, and it's an adjustment. It's there was a change to our lineup today. That we did not work on in practice yesterday, so we had to kind of put it on the floor and wait for it to kind of settle in and whatnot. But I give Hannah a lot of credit tonight too. She was the one that kind of had to settle those folks into those new positions. But we'll take the W in that first set, but it was just a little growing pains. But we worked through them, I thought, pretty well.
You guys remain undefeated in N4C play. How much is that stressed, preseason, during the season to try and stay on top of a very tough conference?
It's postseason stuff. There's substance to winning this conference. There's seeding implications. There's things like that. So, winning's nice and winning's appreciated. And the kids work hard, and it's a byproduct of what they do on non-game days. But it's also something we talk about quite a bit is, where are we standing that second week in November? So, yeah, the effort put forward at this point and halfway through the conference season right now, the seeding things are important for us, and the winning contributes directly to that.
As of right now, because of the College of DuPage match being canceled, right now the next home match isn't for a while. It's early October. So that said, with a lengthy road trip coming up between the tournament and the other games, how do you kind of keep the girls, physically and mentally ready, to be away from the building for a while?
We really don't talk about it much. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't use a movie quote at some point in time during every single interview. But it's right out of Hoosiers, and they talk about the gym. They're playing in the state championship game, and the hoop's 10 feet, and they measure the free throw line. It's a 30 by 60 court. That net's going to stay at 7 feet 4 inches. It shouldn't matter where we are. Just you're mentally tough. You stay above the crowds, and you do your job.
Finally, just talk about a little bit more in depth about that tournament, the opponents that you're set to face,
yep.
And what you really kind of expect to see or what you want to see out of this team, in what four matches, I think.
Yeah, the timing's perfect. We'll get two Division II teams and two Division III teams, and our final match for the weekend Saturday happens to be against the number 2 ranked team in the country in Rochester. So there's some. Speaking of seeding and postseason things like that, that's one that we've got it's on the radar. We know we've got 3 important matches prior to then, but the timing's good. Competition will be great. Always is at that Harper Invite. We're excited, ready to go.